It's Sunday, end of the weekend. Hello, everyone. We're here to talk about this new moon in Leo. Oh, love it, love it, love it. So would you please join me in Lion's Breath? Lion's Breath is a funny one, but it is a powerful, potent one. So, and thinking about Leo and the energy of Leo is that it's very strong energy. So breath of fire or lion's breath is kind of funny. You literally open your mouth, your tongue come out, your eyes roll up into the back of your head, and the claws, so to speak, come out. This is known to alleviate stress, eliminate toxins from the body. But one of the great things is that it opens up the throat and the chest. So viruses and diseases love to parking lot in the throat. So definitely during the fall season, it's good time to just roar, making the guttural sound. You literally are scrubbing your breath clear. So here we go. We're going to take a breath in. You're going to draw the breath in as strong as you can. And as you exhale, open the mouth. It's as if you're trying to touch your tongue to your chin. Some people out there can actually do it. Here we go. Big breath in. And again, big breath in. And one more time, 3 for the number of creation. It relieves instant stress. You can actually feel it happening. So let's get into this. This new moon's coming in on Wednesday, 8/16. Very early morning for the East Coast as well as the West Coast, 2:38 a.m. Pacific time, and so 5:38 a.m. Eastern time. So when we wake up on Wednesday the 16th, we will be in the lunation energy. I wrote down 4 words. I said, let's focus on the F's. One of the F's I eliminated just for being live sake, but focus, fortitude, fierce, faith, and the F blank UCK. Because sometimes we got to use that word and we got to use it appropriately. Think about it. August has been a very unique and powerful month. The Lionsgate Portal helped us to amplify the vibrations of love, power, and leadership that are associated with Leo, as well as abundance and manifestation. So again, this energy continues. Leo season is always such a great time. It's a great time to tune into your inner lion or lioness. Have fun. Leo's a very playful sign, so I hope you've been having fun during this Leo season. It's in August, kind of near the tail end of summer. You know, at the end of the month, children start to return, or probably even next week, they start to return to school. So it's one of the days you get your last digs in. But what makes this month so special too is that there will be 3 lunations by the end of this month. So we had the full moon in Aquarius. We have our new moon in Leo right now. And then on the very tail end of the month, Pisces sneaks in with this full moon in Pisces. Right now it's very interesting energy because we have 5 planets sitting in fixed signs and 7 planets in fire signs. Wow. Where is the water? Where is the earth? So we literally have this fixed fire energy, which is also kind of cool. We will have, by the time the month closes, we'll have 4 planets in retrograde. Again, Mercury is returning to retrograde. We also have a stellium. A stellium occurs when there are 3 or more planets sitting in that one sign. So we've got the sun and the moon in Leo. And we also have Venus in retrograde in Leo. So we've got a little Leo stellium. So when you think about Leo, it thinks about confidence, vitality, leadership, ambition, generosity, romance. It's a good time to look and to firm up your relationships, especially romantic. The key word for Leo is I want. You know, the lion pretty much gets what it wants. And again, I've talked about Leo not having frantic energy to acquire or amass what they want. They take their time because they really believe they are the super attractors. They attract things. They don't chase, they attract. So they attract, and then when they're ready to pounce, everything has lined up for them. The key word is creating. Leo is about creating the space, the time, the energy to do the things that we want. And their superpower is magnetism. Like I've said before, most Leos, male and female, are very dynamic, very personable, usually very attractive, really very appealing. Because Leo energy shines. If you're born, if you have your sun, your moon, your rising in Leo, there's a shine effect to you. You bring the light. And Leo, what's great about it is Leo wants to shine their own light, but also help you shine. So during new moons, the idea is you can make wishes about anything. But the idea is to align your energy with the energies that is ruled by this new moon. So for example, we're in the Leo new moon. So your wishes will go further if you tap into the energies of Leo. So Leo related things. So we have a bunch of wishes that fall into different categories of our life. So during Leo, activate the wishes of romance, true love, if you're trying to have children, conception, working on your inner child, your creativity, having fun, pleasure. It's a great time to make an intention about really striking and achieving those things on your bucket list. This is also a time to think about leadership and getting out in front of people. Maybe you have a business you want to put yourself out in front of. Maybe you want to be a speaker, have a podcast. This is a great time to write out those intentions for that. The astrologer Pam Gregory reminded me about the beautiful work of the Heart Math Institute in Northern California. You know, their work is amazing about reminding us that the heart has a brain, and Leo governs the heart. If you want to do a physical thing, the heart chakra, and the heart is where we heal, is where we heal and let go of things. Leo is governed by the star, or the sun, which is a star. The sun is actually a star. And so the idea is the ability to the heart has an electromagnetic field. This is what the Heart Math Institute talks about. And we're in Uranus energy right now, which is the planet of electricity, which is in a tight square to the sun. So, which is in Leo, the governor of the heart. So the heart is 60 times greater in aptitude than that of the brain. The heart actually sends much more energy to the brain than the brain to the heart. The heart is very generous, and you may have heard the word coherence. Coherence is when the heart, mind, and the emotions are in energetic alignment and they're cooperating with each other. This state builds the physiological, like the physical, the visceral resilience. Because when you're going through something mentally or emotionally, it's always important to have the physical strength to back it up. You know, it's important that we pay attention to all the craziness and the things that are going around us today. But the thing is to be aware of it, but be mindful of not falling prey and being a part of it. Because fear shuts down the heart. It shuts down the resonance and the coherence in the heart. So the idea is when you turn on the television, if there's a fuzzy screen, you can't see clear. You can't see the program that you're trying to connect with. So the idea is there's a lot of nutty, outrageous things going on right now that, you know, we don't have control over. We can try to help in the ways that we can. So again, the idea for these next 2 weeks is to focus on being aware. We don't need to stick our heads in the sands. Be aware, but trying to keep our resonance going, because more than ever, we need people spreading love and light. Light is love. Light is a positive energy. So the idea is to work on our mastery despite what's going on and trying to stay positive. Do the best you can, because our heart energy is a transmitter to the world. So the more of us focus on our heart, like literally just putting your hand on your heart, when you're going through a difficult situation, it actually calms the heart down, because our hands are very powerful. Well, we have, you know, right now we have a good balance between lighthearted and being courageous. That's what Leo is about. Stay light, but also be courageous. Be ready for fight. Be ready to battle and to fight for what it is that you believe in. Sometimes Leos have a tendency to be a tad bit self-obsessed, but we should all have that to a certain degree. There's time, space, and reason, season for us to also be obsessed and focus on ourselves. The best use of this energy is acknowledging where your authentic needs may be or where they may have not been met in the past. This is a moment to reflect on what really gets you pumped up and what puts you on fire, and put those plans in place to bring in more of this life-giving energy from Leo. Let's talk about the numerology. So this energy is sitting at 23 degrees when it comes into Leo energy. 23 is considered the royal lion star in numerology. Uranus is currently sitting at 23 degrees in Taurus. 2023 2023 has a 23 in it. On 8/23, Mercury goes direct. So Mercury stations retrograde on the 23rd. On Mars is sitting at 23 degrees in Virgo. I can't speak. Mars is sitting at 23 degrees in Virgo. Taurus is sitting in 23 degrees. So we have these two earth signs sitting in 23 degrees. As we know, 5 reduces to the number 5. 5 is the number of risk, adventure, freedom, but change. So change and beliefs can be shifted during this time. 5 is the middle number between 1 to 9 in numerology. So it sits right in the middle, right in the crust. So this is about getting out there, being on stage. Again, if you've ever always want to do a live Instagram or live Facebook or speak out in public, now's the time to work on building the confidence and the courage to do that. 5 energy also helps us move quickly through things. 5 is the number of transformation and change. So it's going to give us the opportunity to move very quickly. Hi, April. Thank you so much for joining. How's NYC? I hope all is well. So we're sitting at a time, so Leo is a fixed sign. As I said earlier, we have 4 planets in fire signs and 7 sitting in fixed signs. So fixed signs are Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and who's my other fixed sign? Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Those are the fixed signs that we have. The fixed signs are powerful doers. So if you're a fixed sign, you're a doer. They're the workhorses, the builders of the zodiac. Oh, Taurus is a fixed sign. So they're the builders of the zodiac. So the traits of the sun and your other planetary things will help. But fixed signs are the doers, the workhorses, and they're the builders. You know, where Aquarius comes up with the ideation, fixed signs get it done. So they take the ideas of the air signs of Gemini and Libra and they aerate, they move those things forward. So like I said, Leo governs the heart. So our mastery comes into mastering what we truly lights us up, what is truly on your heart's desire. What to do during this time. You know, I'm always going to talk about bringing in crystals during this time. Creating a crystal grid. If you've never created a crystal grid, it's a fun time to try one. You can program your crystals with those new moon intentions. Choose the yellow crystals, yellow, gold, or color crystals. I love pyrite during this time because pyrite is a manifestation crystal, particularly when it comes to money or things like that. You can plan your own personal moon ritual. You know, it's great when you can join in circles and gather with others, but the idea is gather with yourself. It's just as powerful. You can use a simple guided meditation. You can plant something. You can burn something, especially during Leo season. You want to burn because it's a fire sign. Write out things you want to let go and release and burn them. Nobility. This is a time to stay aligned with your morals and your higher intentions for yourself. Nobility is about keeping the promises that you make with yourself. Promises that you make, because this sends a signal to your higher self. We have 2 parts of it. We have a higher self and a lower self. I like to see it as the good the angel and the devil sitting on the shoulder, and the angel trying to keep you going forward and doing the right thing, and you got that devilish energy trying to get you off track. But it's like there's a higher self that listens. So when you state something or say you're going to do it, try your best to follow through. Leo is about taking care of the pride and having pride. So take pride in your uniqueness and take care of your own pride, your people, your circles, but take care of your own pride and what that means to you. The thing is, Leo never worries about what other people think. They don't need external validations. So again, if you're working on activating your heart, you're automatically staying grounded, because the heart is the bridge between the upper and the lower energy of the body. So the new moon in Leo is a powerful time to align. What did I say at the start? I said this is focus, fortitude, fierceness, and faith. You got to have faith these days, because unfortunately we're in a 7-year. 7 takes its time. If we were in a 5-year, we'd be manifesting quickly things, the energy would be moving. So you got to have a lot of faith. But this is the time during these next 2 weeks, take a moment to align with your most authentic self and declare who you are and who that is to the universe. Use your I am. Use your I ams. So let's talk about energetically the update. So again, this is back to school month, back to college, back to university, back to elementary, and so forth. 8/1, we saw the full moon in Aquarius, the Lion's Gate portal. I hope that you guys did an activation on 8/8. The peak of that went from 8/8 to 8/12. Now, some people say through 8/15, but the portal literally closed yesterday on the 12th. Trace back from 8/8 through the 12th and look back on how your week and time went. It should have been a very focused, kind of powerful week. 8/20 is, I found this out, the birth of the Hindu goddess Ganesha. If you don't know who Ganesha is, high time you found out. This is just a little statue, but Ganesha is the elephant Buddha. Ganesha's job is to destroy obstacles that stand in our way. So a lot of people have these in different figurines or wall pieces, but Ganesha will clear the planet. So in 8/20, give a nod, a shout out to Ganesha. Purchase maybe a Ganesha figurine for your home. 8/23, we move into Virgo season. So we're going to calm down the water of Cancer, the fire of Leo, and go into our grounded selves. So Virgo season. On 8/26, it commemorates the passage of the 19th Amendment to the U.S., which officially recognized women's right to vote on 8/26. I can't help but notice that that is a double 8. 8 is, the 8th month. 8 is the 8th month on the 26th day is a double 8. Right on. 8/23, Mercury moves into retrograde in Virgo. 8/28, Uranus is retrograde in Taurus, which is another earth sign. Venus retrograde in Leo through 9/3 is a fire sign. Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius through October 10th, which is an air sign. Neptune in retrograde in Pisces through 12/6 water sign. So we've got earth, fire, water, and air sitting in all of these retrogrades. So again, retrogrades are just taking a pause, cosmic pause, just taking a step back, a pause. So the planets appear to be moving backwards. They're just slowed way down because they want us to take a look back. So with all these planets in retrograde, it's hitting, the 7 key areas of our lives: relationships, work, career, fun, travel, finances, health, wealth, all of those things. 8/31, which is dear to my heart, is World Sanskrit Day. So when we say namaste, Om, and things like that, that is the beautiful Sanskrit language. This day is dedicated to spreading lectures about the language and trying to keep it revived and maintained and keep it relevant. And then finally on 8/31, Pisces slides in. We have a full moon in Pisces, Watery Pisces comes in to close out the month. I found this thought from Yoga Journal about this new moon in Leo. I thought, you know, they say it best. So I thought this was a great thought on this new moon in Leo. The new moon in Leo is a time to tell the universe your intentions and who you are, and know that it will respond with love. So we've been talking about love. It asks that you keep fear and desperation out of your intentions. Instead, trust the process of their evolution. Trust the process that they're going to happen. It goes on to say, setting intentions is one thing, but really committing to them emotionally is another thing. So this new moon in Leo asks that you commit to your intentions with your entire heart, even if they feel uncertain and aren't guaranteed to manifest. In order for your visions to begin to come to fruition, you must emotionally commit your energy to them. Trust that your intuitions will appear because you are worthy of them and they belong to you. Setting up and committing to intentions takes vulnerability. This process can bring up fears of your visions not coming true or coming in an altered form. It can make you doubt your ability to manifest them. It can also make you feel insecure about deserving your visions. You may even ask yourself, if they don't come true, does that mean that I don't deserve them? Or did I do something wrong? Leo teaches us that courage comes when we face our vulnerabilities and love ourselves through them. It reminds us that courage and confidence are formed when we show up and commit to something, even when we are afraid. Bravery does not mean you aren't scared. It means you go on despite the fear. It means that you put your whole heart into your intentions, even when you don't know their outcome. It's what tells the universe you are ready for your intentions, and it's what tells your energy to start manifesting them. So, new moon in Leo comes in very early morning on Wednesday. We have 3 days to work with its peak energy, 2 weeks to live through the energy until we get to that full moon in Pisces. So enjoy this time. It's the last digs of summer as we close out the summer season. It's really about taking care of yourself and, again, minding your heart. Wearing the color green. It's a great time to plant. I planted a plant. I don't have it available, but I planted last year this time. I took a plant and I took 4 crystals, one representing earth, water, fire, and air. And I've watched it blossom and I've watched it grow. I've created and I let it grow, watching my intentions grow. I leave you with this thought from Neil Donald Walsh. He's the author of Conversations with God and many other books. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So if you're feeling uncomfortable right now, know that change taking place in your life is a beginning and not an end. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in. I'll see you in the next video when we talk about the full moon in Pisces. Until then, stay well, do your lion's breath. If you're just coming in on this video, at the start of the video, I introduced lion's breath, and use lion's breath. It really will serve you. Namaste, everybody. See you in the next video.